Hello Blitz fans of all ages, it's me, PlumCastle, and in today's video I'll be breaking down the brand new Easter event for World of Tanks Blitz, that being the Baskets of Wonders event. Now, to give you a general idea, this event looks like it's going to be pretty easy. Now, before I go into exactly how to progress through the event, I want to go ahead and show you what's available in this event to start with, to give you an idea of whether or not this event is going to be worth it. So, first of all, this is a free-to-play event, so that is good, and we can see that there are a lot of rewards that are pretty nice. Now, of course, being a free-to-play event, it's not like the most OP thing on the planet. Of course, a lot of it is boosters and stuff that we probably don't really care about, but there are definitely some unique items. First of all, there is a yellow camouflage, which I will be showcasing on a few tanks right here, which, while it may not appeal to everyone, is still nonetheless a reward, and with it being free is of course something that's always nice to add to the collection. As well, there is this very, very Easter-themed camouflage right here, which you can again see showcased on a few different tanks, which might look a bit more interesting, and this is definitely not something I've seen before, and of course will more than likely be your only chance to pick this up unless, for example, it's in the store somehow. And then lastly here, at least on this first track, we have this basket. Now, this basket is kind of interesting because in itself it's not really worth anything aside from the things that you can get out of it. So what things you need to know about this are that you will get a guaranteed drop of a jar of paint, which is kind of another currency that we'll kind of talk about in a second here. But there are some other things here. There are special collectible items, which from what Wargaming has said, you can exchange for things like gold or free XP. But the two main ones you really want to focus on, or at least the ones you want to get out of this container or basket, whatever you want to call it, are the chocolate collectible item and the 8 Ball of Fortune. Now, the chocolate collectible item, if I go ahead and check over here, will give you 10,000 free XP, which is pretty cool. And at a 10% drop chance, that's, okay, 10.10% drop chance, that's not too bad. 10,000 free XP, I could always do with that. Now, the thing that's a little bit more interesting is the 8 Ball of Fortune, because if you exchange that, you will get 5,000 gold, which for any free-to-play is absolutely fantastic. Even if you're not a free-to-play, 5,000 gold for free is just really cool. However, the 8 Ball of Fortune definitely doesn't have as high of a drop chance, sitting at just over 1.5%. So yeah, not exactly something that you can just expect to get out of here, but it is technically possible, and I'm sure some people will definitely get this. Now, coming back to that jar of paint, again, 100% drop chance from each basket, and what that allows you to do is exchange it for the stuff that you see on the bottom here, those being the gold boosters and the camouflage container. Now, the gold boosters have a limit of 10, which means you can only, after 10 baskets, you can get a maximum of what will end up being 100 gold boosters, which is pretty fantastic. And just a little bit of fun here. 100 free gold boosters, even if you were to somehow, some way, lose every single battle that you would be using, that is still 1,000 gold, which is super fantastic. And that is assuming that you somehow managed to lose 100 battles in a row, which literally no one does, which means you'll actually get more than that, which is of course really cool. Again, free to play. So what's nice is if you don't end up getting that 8 Ball of Fortune, if you do actually end up opening enough of these baskets, you will then be able to get 100 gold boosters, which is really cool, and a minimum of 1,000 gold is definitely really nice. Now, the camouflage container has no limit, so if you max yourself out on the gold boosters, which honestly of the two, I would definitely recommend getting gold boosters over the camouflage containers, at least until you use those up. Now, the camouflage container, it's pretty benign. It's not really anything special. I'm just going to show you the camouflage list here and then show you the drop chances. Nothing really crazy about this. So now that I've shown you what all this event involves in terms of rewards, now let me go ahead and explain how to progress through this. And it's actually fairly simple and fairly easy, which is really nice, especially for a free-to-play event, because not all of them are. So the way you progress through this is you have to get wins. So you can see at the top here it says, or at least shows, Easter eggs. And basically the way it works is when you win a battle, let me go ahead and just double check this. Okay, in a tier 4 to 10 tank, so make sure that you're playing tier 4 or above, if you win, and I'm sure there's some sort of XP limit or XP requirement, but basically any win that you get in a tier 5 to 10 tank, you will then get Easter eggs. And the first win of the day will get you 10 Easter eggs, which if we take a look at the event here, the events go 10 eggs, 10 eggs, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 to 10, until eventually you get to the baskets, and then it's 5. Which means that even if you just got 1 win a day, you would easily get to the camouflage, and I believe, but don't quote me on this because sometimes Wargaming's math and how much a day actually is worth kind of varies a little bit, but you could even theoretically get 2 baskets as well. So you're definitely doing pretty good even with just 1 win a day. And of course, if you continue to play, you will get an extra single Easter egg per win. So let's say you get 11 wins in a day, you will actually end up with 20 Easter eggs, which will get you basically a head start, which is really, really cool. And of course, the more you grind, the more of those baskets you'll be able to get at the end, and the more gold boosters and other special items you will be able to accumulate, which is really, really cool about this event. If you are like me and probably only going to win maybe 1 battle a day, because I don't play this game as much as I used to, you will still get basically everything accomplished that's worthwhile. But if you really do push yourself and you go and get a lot of extra wins, you can get even more cool stuff, which is absolutely fantastic. And this is exactly the kind of thing that I like to see in an event, especially one such as Easter, where it's kind of fun to just grind a bunch of stuff. And some of you might even have Easter break, and it's just really cool to say the least. But anyway, that's all I have for now on the event itself, and so with that, hope you all enjoyed, and as always, have fun, good luck, and happy tanking.